Hello, everyone. Welcome. How are you? Hi, I'm God in God voice. I just wanted to tell you hello and let you know that I love you very much. So, can't wait to see you.
Mm, Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. You are going to shortly reach your destination. Please keep your hands in your arms, your toes, and your feet inside this structure at all times. Man, why am I coughing so bad? All right, no more breathing for me. So make sure you keep all your phalanges and your parts inside the ship at all times because we are about to reach the most offensive church this side of the universe. The Porty. Wait, where am I? Aha. The Porty. Welcome. Aha. And what we do here in this most amazing place, besides choke to death, we read this great ass book. Hold on, I'm going to show it to you today. We read this great ass book. It's called God Said, because God did not fucking say that. We are reading. I would like to say it's a different interpretation of God Said What, but it is not. It is a fraudulent version of God Said What. Actually, it's not even a fraudulent journal of God Said What, because really it's not even claiming to be God Said What, although it's wrapping itself in the clothing of God Said What, like it's fucking Ahab and the Bible is. Ugh, no, this a version of what is calling itself a different version of God Said What. This book is Ahab. And the original God Said What is Jehoshaphat. And Ahab over here asked Jehoshaphat over there for his clothing so he could escape. Well, that's what this book is. This book is like Ahab. It is. It's not claiming to be God Said What. What it's claiming is that it should be included. That's what it is. It should be included in God Said What. But in my fucking opinion, so far as of right now, I could see why King James kept this out of the Bible. Now, I got into a bit of an argument after my video last night with Dustin because I'm like, dude, this Ethiopian Bible is bullshit. And he's like, how do you know? And it's like, well, I know because, and he's like, because it doesn't say what your other Bible says. Well, actually, now that you mention it, it does say some of that stuff, but most all the other stuff is bullshit. You know, usually you can tell the truth of a story when both the lie and the truth agree on certain details. So that's how you know it's lying, right? So that's how I know it's lying, because some of the details here and this Ahab of a book um, agree with the original God said what. So, okay, those facts are the same. But then it goes into this long, drawn out, extravagant answer for a question that was never even asked. So then it's like, okay, you're probably lying. And I'm basing it off of that. And plus, I happen to believe the Old Testament because that story flows. It just flows one right into the other, right? And some of the stuff in Das Bible can be proven. That's probably why it wasn't kept out of the Bible, because it can be proven that it happened. So, that might be another thing also. But as for this Ahab of a book, um, I have a very hard time having any other opinion other than this first book called Jubilees is steady bullshit. That's just what I think. And Dustin said, well, they're a liberal bullshit. Well, that's fine. Yeah, but this one's more bullshit, and you can't change my mind on that. I'm just you can't change my mind on that, because this is just so far fetched. But then I also have to keep in mind that um this isn't Genesis, okay? And this isn't actually the Bible. It's a journal. It's a handwritten record of their history. So whatever they decided happened, that's what they wrote in here. Which is why there's so many extra details uh for answers to questions that were never asked. There's a lot of that going on in this first book. And the past couple days I've been reading it, I've been talking so much shit that it is confusing people, and also confusing myself, which is probably the biggest thing. Is I should not confuse myself when I'm trying to read it to you. I should not interject my bullshit into the story. Even though I'm not interjecting my bullshit, I'm actually interjecting what the Bible said that this thing is lying about. But again, Dustin said, how do I know that? And again, I gave my reasoning. If a lot of the truth and a lie agree on certain facts, that's probably the truth of the statement. Anything more than that, anything less than that is a lie. So if you tell the truth, but then you got to give all these extra details, that story is a lie. So that's pretty much how I'm basing my thought processes on why I don't believe this Bible. But I am going to make more of an effort to not interject confusing shit into the story. I see the chat. Just give me 1 second, because I gotta say this real quick. Um, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. So let's go ahead and get my chats going. What am I doing? I'm getting my chats going. This is what I'm doing over here. And then I'm going to get these. Hey, Productions, you made it. Okay, wait. Hey, hold on. CNA Productions. Isn't that a video gaming word right here? Isn't this the video game thing where the back screen moves at a certain speed, but then the front, hold on. There's a layered picture on on a video game, right? Like this back here would be the backdrop, and then me, I would be the front drop. In order to keep the back pictures still and keep the front picture moving, one of them's got to go faster than the other, right? So one always looks like it's standing still. I think that's exactly what that means. Paradoxica something or other. It's a video game word. I learned what that meant today. Just want to throw that out there. I learned something. What the fuck is happening? No one even knows. No one even knows what's going on. Okay, so now let me get down here. Okay, I'm gonna start over at the beginning of my chat. So just give me a minute. Hey Neil. Hi Miss Muddy. Hi Dragon Wizard. Damn it. Hi Chris. Oh. So that's not what it is. Well, anyway, I learned that word today, although I don't know how to say it. But it means one picture is moving faster than the other pictures. Yeah, we could have all caps, please. Yeah. And I love you guys too. Oh, and I think people are coming into my pill chat today. Yay. Hi, Doug. I don't know if he's come in yet, but I'm going to tell him. Oh, shit, I did something. Okay. I don't know what's happening, but I did it. Oh, maybe he didn't come in my chat. He should come in my chat. I'll tell him hello. Oh, I. How do we do it? Or just. Oh, Ohio Kimmy. I don't know who that is, but all right. Damn. I don't know, but we're gonna put that one on there. I don't know what they mean. Okay. We should type in all caps. Yes. Yeah, please. And also on my pill chat, if you could type in all caps so I can see, because I am terrible at seeing things. So, real quick, before we get started, what do you guys think about this Ethiopian Bible? Are you talking to me, Chris, about that parallax word? Yeah, it means when one picture moves faster than the other picture. I learned what that word means today. Although I don't exactly remember what it's called, but I'm guessing it's parallax. Yay! I love being smart about things. Okay, okay. Of all the Bibles to me, this one is, well, shit. Yes, yes, this one is shit indeed. But Miss Muddy, you also wasted your money on this Bible. Uh, well, maybe, look, Dustin, he is wrong in how he said his things, but he might be kind of right because we are so invested in the Old Testament. Who are we to really say this book is bullshit? Which is why I did the thinking that I did. Like, the whole, could this, could the, once you say too much, you pretty much know you're lying. But this is only the first four chapters. And really, we got excited. We busted our load before we even needed to. We can read these books because we're going to be reading the Catholic Bible, anyways, and these books are in the Catholic Bible. So it would be less books to read once we get to the Catholic Bible. And that's the only thing I can say on that, really, is we were going to read it because it was in the Catholic Bible. So we might as well, because a lot of these books are also in the Catholic Bible. So we would be reading them anyways. And we hate these people. Well, I hate these people, these Bible people, you know. So we're always going to try to find something wrong with them because they suck as people. And they're also really terrible horses. They are bad people and bad horses. So, you know, we're always going to find something wrong with it. Just because well, I'm always going to find something wrong with it because of the way I feel about these people. Miss Muddy, is that a suffice answer? why do people do what they do? Because everybody wants to be different than they are. Yeah, yeah. And that alone might be worth it, right? Even though these dates in the beginning, they don't, I don't even, I've been trying to figure out how to read it in its regular time. You like that answer? That's the only answer. People love being different. They don't want to be themselves. Nobody does. All right. So, real quick, what's on? Um, so, what is everybody thinking? Just while I roll this cigarette real quick. Actually, I should ask Miss Muddy. What are you thinking? We need to. I that you read my mind, drunken wizard. How do you know that? See, thinking is really hard for me. You should smell me right now. Thinking is hard, walking is hard, talking is hard. All of it's very hard, and now I smell like an angry chili dog. It was a good time. I'm mostly just kidding, except for I'm not kidding. Well, about the smelling part, but like walking, thinking, and talking is hard. I'm thinking about walking through snow. No, we haven't even started reading yet, so there's no reason to be bored. Actually, yeah, you should go get it out of the way before we start reading. I'm thinking about walking through snow. But Miss Muddy, what do you yeah, do it exactly. All right, what chapter are we on? Son of a bitch. Oh, we're on chapter 5. That's right. Okay. I remember what happened. Yeah, okay. So Abel killed Cain. Okay. And then Cain married his sister, Seth. Oh, yeah, that's right. Miss Mudduck, I forgot you have company. Yeah, she does. She has, yeah, she has company. I forgot. Oh, jalapeno poppers are my shit. And they are way better cooked in the deep fryer than the air fryer. The air fryer don't get them right. But that deep fryer, oh yeah. Oh my God. Beans and cabbage. Oh God, I'm never going to your house again. That shit is gonna smell like death. Like if death took a bath and then hopped in a pile of mud and stayed outside in the sun for 5 days. I'm totally okay. I'm never going there. Not even for an electrified hamburger. I had sloppy joes. Okay, anyway, we need to get focused. Yeah, we're gonna get focused. Yeah, get focused. Yeah. Do you guys know that song? That's the Bee Gees. And instead of dancing, we're saying focus. Get focused. Yeah, get focused. Okay. Oh, I'm praying for your harvest. Yeah, we need to get you a harvest so Neil can send me candy. Dancing. Yeah. Why is that shit stuck in my head? You know, the last time I heard a Bee Gees song was last time I ever watched that John Travolta movie. And for some reason, it's stuck in my head now. I'm Neil 2.2. Oh, I'm Nikki 5 by 5. Oh, I'm getting drive-by pills. I don't know what that means, but I hope somebody's coming to talk to me so we can start reading. Yeah, because I'm going to start reading, I swear. Okay. Anyway, I don't even know where we left off. Oh, yeah, there was a whole lot of inbreeding going on. So these guys were really fucked up looking monkey people. And like they had the Habsburg jaw times five. Like they're repetitive sister fucking, right? All the time with the sister humping. And then eventually they figured out, oh my God, we look like deformed monkeys. Then they started humping their cousins. And then they stopped looking like deformed monkeys. And then they started mating with the angels and having angel babies. Well, angel human babies. And then we ended up the skin suits we are now, thanks to angelic DNA. Yeah. But then a whole bunch of shit happened. And then we got to Noah. And that's as far as we've got. Um, yeah, Noah took a wife and had his three sons. There was Ham, no, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. No, we're not smoking again. We're still smoking the same one. What do you mean, smoke again? No, we're about to read the story of Noah. And we all know the story of Noah, right? So this story should be pretty straightforward. I got a new bong that looks like a beer mug. Stop there. Oh. Never mind, Neil. You can throw me off for just a second. I thought you were drunken wizard. Throw me off on purpose. Okay. So anyway, we all know the story of Noah. So we're gonna read it in the story and see how it is. Because there's not very much you can lie about in this story. So should be pretty straightforward. Okay. And it came to pass when the children. What? I thought we already did this. We already did this. And it came to pass when these terrible ass people began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the angels of God. Now, in the other book, it calls them the sons of God. Oh, man, if you come to Ohio, let me know. Well, it depends. Well, it depends on what part of Ohio you go to, I suppose. Yay, we're going. We're doing things. Okay. So, where we left off yesterday, Enoch was preaching against the angels doing the naughty with the daughters of men. Like he was preaching like, hey, don't do that shit. Because they were called the Watchers. Remember? Enoch was telling the Watchers, don't be dickheads. But they decided to be dickheads. But now we're going to go into more of that story. So, it says, the men began to multiply, and the daughters were born unto them, that the angels of God, and they in the Old Testament they're called the sons of God, saw them on a certain year of this jubilee, that they were beautiful to look upon, and they took themselves wives of all whom they chose, and they bore unto them sons, and they were giants, and lawlessness increased on the earth, and all flesh corrupted its way, alike men, cattle, beasts, and birds, everything that walks on the earth, all of them corrupted their ways and their orders, and they began to devour each other, and lawlessness increased on the earth, and every imagination of the thoughts of men was thus evil continually. And God looked on the face of the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, and all the flesh had corrupted its orders. All that they were upon the earth had wrought all manner of evil before his eyes. And then God was like,
The fuck is this shit, dude? What is happening? No one even knows what's happening, but it's happening. I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. I just, man, I I don't even know what to do. What do I do? What do I do? Somebody tell me what to do. Yeah, I'll bust out in song right now until somebody tells me what to do. Just kill them all. What'd you say? Kill them all. One more time. Kill them all. Oh, kill them all. That's a good idea. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that because I didn't even know what song I was going to sing. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill them all because I regret this bullshit. I should never did this science project my ass. My teacher's going to give me an F. I'm throwing this shit in the bathtub. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw my science project in the bathtub. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. My teacher's going to give me an F because y'all suck. Yeah, okay, okay, fine.
Oh my God. What is wrong with him? Oh, God's out of control. I don't even know what I'm going to do with that guy. Lawlessness. And they began to devour each other. And okay. And then he said, it sucks. What am I going to do? But Noah found grace before the eyes of the Lord, and against the angels whom he had sent upon the earth. He was exceedingly wroth, and he gave commandment to root them out of their dominion. And he bade us.
Who?
Who did he just say? He bade us. Who's us? These people don't even exist yet. I said I wasn't going to do that. Nikki, you said you weren't going to do that. You did say that. Why would you say that and then not follow your own rules? You are a dickhead, my lady. I am a dickhead. But, I mean, it's right there. It's just begging me to say something about it. Yeah, but it doesn't mean you have to. You have a choice, you know. Yeah, I know I have a choice, but it was just right there. And you're confusing the story now. Now who's gonna know what's happening because you can't keep your mouth shut? I can't keep my mouth shut. It is a real problem that I have, but I'm just gonna keep reading. Yeah, I would keep reading if I were you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna keep reading. Okay. Where am I at? Found grace against the. Then he bade us to bind them in the depths of the earth, and behold, they are bound in the midst of them, and are kept separate. And against their sons went forth a command from before his face that they should have smitten with the sword. And he removed from under heaven. And then he was like,
These people suck. I don't even know. I don't even know. But these people totally suck. Totally suck. Yeah. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I, I really, I don't even know what I was thinking. These people aren't even that good. They're not even good people. They're actually pretty terrible people. And they're not cool. So anyway, I I'm not gonna be with these people for very much longer. Man, I'm again, kill them all. Yep. That's just what's going to happen. I'm about to get them. Okay.
Okay. But Noah found grace before his eyes. Where am I at? What? Oh, I'm all the way down here. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm not always going to be with these people. Look, I'm not. And nobody's going to live past 120 years. Yeah. This generation, y'all can fuck off because you're all dying at 60. Yeah. Because I'm tired of y'all. Look, everybody lived so many years, but then they take advantage of it. You guys aren't even happy you get to live happily ever after for many fucking years. You totally take advantage of it. So yeah, how you like not living past 60? Yeah, some of you won't even live past 20 for fucking years, generations, millennia. Yeah, it's gonna be good. You're gonna love it.
I make myself so happy. And he sent his sword into their midst, that each should slay his neighbor. And they began to slay each other till they all fell by the sword and were destroyed from the earth. And their fathers were witnesses of their destruction. And after this, they were bound in the depths of the earth forever until the day of the great condemnation, when judgment is executed on all those who have corrupted their ways and their works before the Lord. Oh, so that's like every preacher ever. And he destroyed all from their places. And there was not one left of them whom he didn't judge according to their wickedness. And he made for all his works, all his works, a new and righteous nature, so they should not sin in their whole nature forever, but should be all righteous, each in his own kind way. Look, look, as much as I don't believe this Bible, this part right here, each in his own kind way. Again, it's an individual thing, his own, not their own, not them all, their own. Yeah, I don't know what 57 means, but you know, 45 still alive. Yeah. How old am I? I'm 40. I turned 40 in November. I am literally 40. And Miss Muddy sent me really nice clothes for my birthday. Yeah. I'm a Scorpio. But stop throwing me off. We're almost done. Okay. So and their works, and he did not. And he made for all his work. Yeah, that's right. In his own kind way. And the judgment of all is ordained and written in the heavenly tables of in righteousness, even the judgment of all who depart from the path which is ordained for them to walk in. And if they do not walk, and the judgment is written down for every creature and for every kind. And there is nothing in heaven or on earth or in light, in darkness, or in Sheol, or in the depth, or the place of darkness, which is not judged. Remember, because God can't see in the dark, remember? Because he just can't see in the dark. I can't read my chat. Okay. Because he can't see in the dark. And all their judgments are ordained and written and engraved. Oh shit. So there's a copy and a carbon copy. So you ain't getting it's copied and carbon copied. In regard to all, he will judge the great according to his greatness, and the small according to his smallness, and each according to his way. He is not the one who will regard the person of any, nor is he one who will receive gifts. If he says that he will execute judgment on each, if one gave everything that is on earth, he will not regard the gifts or the person of any, nor accept anything at his hands, for he is a righteous judge. And of these terrible ass people, it has been written and ordained, if they turn to him in righteousness, he will forgive their transgressions and pardon all their sins. It is written and ordained that he will show mercy to all who turn from their guilt one each year. And as for those who corrupted their ways and their thoughts before the flood, no man's person was accepted save that of Noah alone. For his person was accepted on behalf of his sons, whom God saved from the waters of the flood on his account. For his heart was righteous in all his ways, according as it was commanded regarding him. And he had not departed from aught that was ordained to him. And the Lord said that he would destroy everything which was upon the earth, both men and cattle and beasts and everything. And he commanded Noah to make him an ark, that he might save himself from the waters of the flood. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we're almost done. Okay. And Noah made the ark in all its respects as he was commanded. And the 27th Jubilee of years in the 5th week in the 5th year on the new moon of the first month. So this is April 1st. But again, I don't exactly know how this time works. I'm not exactly sure. But the only thing I know for sure is it's April 1st. And he entered in on the 6th year in the 2nd month. So he started on April 1st and ended, well, came into the boat on May 1st. Until the 16th. And he entered. Okay. So he opened the doors May 1st, and then everything happened up until the 16th, I guess, which is the day that it all ended. And he entered, and all okay, and he entered, and all that we brought him into the ark, and the Lord closed it on the 17th evening, and the Lord opened 7 floodgates of heaven, and the mouths of the mountains of the great deep, 7 mouths in number, and the floodgates began to pour down water from heaven 40 days and 40 nights, and the fountains of the deep also sent up waters until the whole world was full of water, and the waters increased upon the earth. 15 cubits did the waters rise above the high mountains, and the ark was lifted above the earth, and it moved upon the waters, and the water prevailed 5 months, 150 days. And the ark went and rested atop of Lubar, one of the mountains of Ararat. And on the new moon in the 4th month, so April, May, June, July. So July 1st, and the fountains of the great deep were closed, and the floodgates of heaven were restrained. And on the new moon of the 7th month, I think that's April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So October 1st, all the mouths of the abyss of the earth were open, and the water began to descend to the deep below. And on the new moon of the 10th month, so October, I think, the tops of the mountains were seen. And on the new moon of the 1st month, hold on, and on the new moon of April, the earth became visible, and the waters disappeared from above the earth. And in the 5th week, in the 7th year, on the 17th day in May, the earth was dry. So it went year to year. And on the 27th, he opened the ark and sent forth from it beasts and cattle and birds, everything he let loose on the 27th of May. All right, that's the end of that chapter. What are we thinking? Hold on. This camera view has to stay this way because I've rearranged this room so many times that I have been banned from rearranging this room. It's not that big. It's literally a storage room. So I can't go really, I can't do too much in here. But I mean, I guess I could try to move it around. I suppose, but it takes days, literal days, to move this room because nobody ever helps me. I move all this heavy furniture by myself, and I'm half paralyzed, so it takes a long time because I do it by myself. And Dustin gets mad at me. And I don't mean like a little mad, like he gets angry because it takes days to move this room. And then shit's all in the way. You can't get in the kitchen because I got all my stuff over there. And I got a giant ass tricycle that has to be moved into a different room so I can switch things around so that big ass tricycle goes in there in his game art room. Well, it's an art room. His game room is his tiny little living room that he has up there, and my tricycle has to go in there, and it fucks up his video game because he's got to look over it. It's a thing. Let's smoke more weed. No, I know. I know. Okay. We have only seen Neil 3. It was brief, and I don't even remember what happened. But I know Chris got drunk. He got Neil 3 drunk and fell asleep on Discord, and he was talking in his sleep on Discord. He was, I don't know, just saying random shit, drunk and asleep on Discord. That was funny. I don't even know if he did that, but Preacher was there in case he doesn't believe me. If Preacher ever shows up, he can ask him. And I think Feather might have been there, but he got drunk on Discord and fell asleep. Yep, it was hilarious. Because that's when he told us he liked to electrocute himself for fun. I think that's what he said. And then he invited me to Maine for an electrical hamburger. And then I thought of a song. We're all going to go eat electric hamburger, something like that. Let's go eat electric hamburgers. I want to eat electric hamburgers. Yeah. That's some fancy people bullshit food. You want a chili cheese hot dog or even a chili cheese hamburger. Although I've never had one of those. But now I want an electric hamburger. We're going to go get electric hamburgers. It says Noah entered on the second month. That's right. No, God closed it on the second month. But he was done with it on the first month, right? We're gonna go eat some electric hamburgers. Oh, okay. On the second month. And so what happened the first? We're gonna go eat some electric hamburgers. Uh, okay. So, so he started the art uh, on April 1st and then entered it on May 1st. Okay. Okay. You're right, Miss Muddy. Although I'm not, I'm sorry I read that wrong. Wait, I believe God gave no fucks. Have you ever heard me read the Bible? Of course he gives no fucks. That's why he just says what he wants. No, don't ever be sorry. No, you should read along, Miss Muddy, because if I fuck something up, I got you right there. That is why you are amazing and I love you. What's Frozen? That's a good song by Madonna. I'm not really a big Madonna fan. Yes, I want to build a snowman. Didn't we just talk about this? She was a bad guy in that movie. Somebody said that she was a bad guy in that movie. Elsa. I've never seen it, but I guess being a good or a bad guy would depend on your perspective of what you think. What you think about what your side is doing. Okay, so you told me, so it was you that told me Elsa was the bad guy. I've never seen it. I've still never seen it. I'm not a big fan of Disney movies anymore. And that was even before the Trump thing. I was never a big fan of Disney. But that's mostly because you could just watch those movies until you broke the tape because they were just so damn fucking hypnotizing, man. You just like, rewind it. Let's watch it again. Rewind it. Let's watch it again. And you know what? To this day, I can still remember a lot of the songs from the Disney movies when I was a kid. Like the fucking Aladdin, Arabian Nights, like Arabian Days. That shit is hypnotizing, those songs inside the Disney movies. Yeah. Or the Beauty and the Beast song. There's the Aladdin songs, the Little Mermaid songs. Yeah. The Jungle Book songs. Yeah. See? Yeah. Yeah. You can, it's easy to wear those tapes out, especially with those old Disney movies like pre Lion King. Because I feel like after Lion King, they started to suck. Like Toy Story forward, I cut it off at Toy Story. Yeah, that my brother Josh, Lion King and Blues Brothers, in the jungle, the mighty jungle. The guy falls asleep in the kitchen, the mighty kitchen. Lorena grabs a knife. We, we, we are bomb away. Dude, that's what I've been saying. Gen X and the millennial generation absolutely did everything. There is nothing new for these kids to explore or for these kids to work on because they literally told us we could do anything we wanted to do. So we fucking did everything. Nothing is original anymore because Gen X and the millennial generations took it the fuck over and took it as far as it could go because we were told we could. That's why wrestling sucks. That's why movies suck. That's why they try to remake all the movies that our generations made because there is nothing new. There is nothing new. We got to find something else for these kids to explore, for these kids to do. Because once there's nothing to do, the only thing to do is war. Once you take exploration as far as you can take it, what else do you have but deconstruction, destruction? So you can rebuild it new. So you have something to do. Because we are natural exploratory creatures. That's what we were bred to do was to explore, adventure, be outside of ourselves because we're never supposed to be inside ourselves ever because inside ourselves is terrible. So we always got to be doing something. And once there's nothing to do, war happens. And because there's nothing to do, war is happening. Yeah, there's nothing new under the sun. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Damn, get something else stuck in my head. Let's smoke some weed. But what do you guys think of this shortened version of Noah and the Ark? It, I mean, for as kind of condensed as that story is so far, the beginning of the story is slightly condensed because it doesn't tell you about the birds. It doesn't tell you that it took like 36 days before God let Noah get out. Well, before Noah let his people get off the boat. But in this one, it says he let the animals out first. I wonder where my cousins are. Oops, I was muted. That's totally my bad. But yeah, it's like a journal entry. And also, we have to keep reminding ourselves that at this time that they're writing about, there was not a jubilee. So, a lot of this is taken from word of mouth or their own fucking heads. Because again, they say that they helped Noah when clearly they wouldn't have even existed at this time because they weren't even thought of at this time. And they were not on the boat with Noah. Well, okay. Technically they were, but they were pre fucking semen. They they weren't even biological material yet. Have you seen the colors of the wind? You've been watching too much um Futurama because they have one of those in Futurama. Well, soft times create hard men, and hard times create soft men. That's like a thing. Oh, speaking of likes, don't forget to give me likes and drive by pills. Love Sage. No, see, that's the thing with this AI shit. No, because I want to turn I want to do my Bible stuff a cartoon. It doesn't like AI can make you a cartoon. It's like no, I don't want any kind of AI or anything like that on my Bible show, on my computer show at all, because that would take away from what I'm trying to do, trying to make sure people don't know I'm not a robot, that there is something real out here in this fake world. Damn, I've been on here for a long time today, guys. Um, but I want to say hi and welcome everybody. Don't forget to chat in the chat. We are um done reading for the night. We're just talking a little bit and smoking the rest of this joint and talking a little bit. And then we are going to go to bed. The all caps is making me laugh, but exactly. But we gotta do all caps so I can read better. Because I do. I want to read better. And did everybody press the like and subscribe button? I appreciate you for doing that. I wonder if that Pamela lady's ever gonna come back to that. Or like come back. Hey, Miss Muddy. Hi. Well, the cats, they must be doing something to Dustin because I can hear him in there. No, guys, knock it off. The cats are doing something. They're always getting him. Oh, speaking of amens, my butt cheek doesn't hurt anymore. Well, it kind of hurts a little bit, like just a little bit, but not as much as it did hurt. Remember the other day I couldn't even like hardly sit down because my butt cheek hurt so bad. Apparently that's called a sciatica. And it's because I sit too much. But I can't walk too much. I am partially paralyzed. So sitting is kind of a thing I have to do a way lot because I can't walk a way lot. But apparently that hurts your butt cheeks sitting down too much. I'm stuck in between a stupid place and an even stupider place. So which stupid place do I pick? The cat's got dusted. Yeah, we got the tail end of that storm, and it only snowed for a day. We got like 14 inches of snow. The trash is not running tomorrow. No, I don't think it's. Well, it can't be spinal because I can only feel half of it anyway. I mean, maybe it is. I don't fucking know. But I do know I'm partially paralyzed. It's hard to walk, but apparently sitting down makes your butt cheek hurt. Yeah. Uh, and I hit it on the second storm this weekend. Shit. That'll be crazy. Small. Uh, it is -1 degrees here. Miss Muddy, what is yours? Just when I said my butt wasn't hurting, my butt starts hurting. My poor butt cheek. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the cold, but I'm not a big fan of the heat either. I like the fall, even though it's really hot, but it gets more comfortable. But then again, like the spring is good, but it also gets too hot. Oh, speaking of completely covered in snow, Dustin's mom found an all black kitten, like kind of buried in the snow, sort of. Like it could still cry, like you could still hear it crying, but it was like kind of buried in the snow. Only one of the stray cats I have has even tried to venture out into the snow. My cats keep teasing that they're going to go out there, but they go out there for like 2 seconds and then run back in the house. Rose, the baby, went out there, tried to go out back, but sank in the snow and was dragging herself. Like there's like a big drag mark up the driveway because she wanted to go to the backyard. There was no doing that, and she hasn't moved. We wrapped her in a towel, and she hasn't moved from that towel for like 3 hours. Hey, Debs, welcome back. Welcome back. How's your breathing? My breathing's getting worse. I need to stop smoking. I wish. Oh, see, I say that I wish I could, but I know better. I think I'm getting chapped lips. Man, that's the worst part about winter. Chapped lips. Yep. I just decided that right now. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to stand up because for some reason, now that I say my leg don't hurt, or my leg don't hurt, my leg starts hurting, which isn't. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, man. Why does that hurt so bad? Oh, my poor butt cheeks. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it this way. I've been falling asleep way too early. I've been falling asleep. Well, what I thought was a good time, but these sedatives, they make me sleep such a long time. So I quit doing my streams at 11. So maybe I could do them earlier and get to bed earlier, but it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Pink Pony Club. I have no idea why that song stuck in my head. Oh, because of Guar. Well, once you're used to getting up at a certain time, it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry, Jackie baby. I just accidentally woke up my cat. Went to bed at 10 and woke up just before 2. Then, you know what? The same thing happened to me, too. That's exactly what time I woke up. I forgot to take my meds and everything. Yep. And I need to stop doing that. But Dustin, he just lets me sleep. He just lets me sleep. And it's like, oh, that's so romantic of you. But now nothing really gets done. Although I did do good today. Ooh, which is the other thing. Will you guys start making a list of chores with me? Like, and then, like, every day, it's a new room or something, like, and then comment if we got our list done or not. Something like that. Because I need motivation. Because I don't have motivation. I can't find a reason to motivate myself. Like, I don't know. Yeah, there's something going on. Oh, that's kind of okay. That's less painful. Damn it. I'm never bragging ever again. From now on, everything on me feels bad. Oh, be careful about that waking up at 3 a.m. shit. That's witching hour. Sleeping pills are a dangerous thing, man. And that might be just because celebrities like to blame everything but themselves for their bad behavior. So, damn. Okay. Fuck it. Yeah. The witching hour. Be careful waking up at that time. Oh, she sat around. What do you need? Uh, um, drunken wizard. Yo, what? Yeah, remember how I told you my butt cheek wasn't hurting anymore? As soon as I said that, my butt cheek started hurting. uh, like bad. Don't judge me. Okay, you can judge me a little bit, but oh, Okay, that's a little better. We can deal with this. Maybe, possibly. We got pain pills. Well, we got ibuprofen. How many is 50 centimeters? Is that a lot? Because how many centimeters did I get? I got like 14 inches of snow. Short of 2 feet. That's a fucking lot of snow. Holy shit. CNA, you keep saying my name. I'm trying to look for you. You asked me a question, but I don't know what the question was. Was it about my butt cheek hurting? Because, my butt cheek hurts. As soon as I said it wasn't hurting, it like flared up. Like, oh yeah, no, bitch, I'm still here. And I am still very painful. Uh-huh. I'm having problems. All is well, Sage. Tell that to my butt cheek. Because that is not, it is not will. I'll give somebody $1 if they'll come rub my butt cheek. I'm mostly just kidding, but I would definitely give you $1 if I had $1. I have a quarter. What did we do? Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, it'd be like South Park. Blame Canada, blame Canada. But apparently, in war times, those Canadians are some sick mofos. What happened? They're not allowed to take prisoners of war or something. Something about a war because they were pretty fucking terrible to war people. Something like that. Like something about being up there and all that snow makes them fucking crazy. So, like I've heard some mean things about Canadians, And I've heard Canadians say mean things about Canadians, but I've never met one to his face. But I've met a lot of Canadians and they don't seem very angry. But apparently, Canadians are secret psychos. I can't say any of that to be true because I can't remember where I got said information from. So, Neil, tell me if I'm right. I have a Ziploc bag of 100 pennies from several slices. Well, you could poison yourself with copper wrapped in ham. You know, your copper poisoning will taste like ham coming back up. So it is true what I heard. See, I didn't know if it was true, but I've seen the movie Fargo, and apparently that's not very far off from Canada. Although I don't know how two hitmen wouldn't realize they're killing like the same couple. Like, I don't think that would ever happen. Neil and I are the good ones. See, I know things. We should call this Nikki knows things, but I can never give you the information from where I got it from, mostly because the things I know have been scrubbed from the internet. Yeah, that's a thing that happened. Well, only one time. It no, no, it's happened two times. Because remember when the rapper came on my channel? Hold on. That was Henry. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Are you here? Be right back. Getting more booze. Okay. Where are we at? Okay. I am mad at you for the mistakes you have made. Well, you know what I'm going to tell you? I'm happy at me because of the mistakes I have made. And I'll tell you why. Because none of you would know me if I wasn't a complete failure and a fuckwad. So take that. Ugh. That's what I'm saying. How bad did you? Well, that's what she said. I think she said she got 2 feet, 50 something centimeters. It's like 2 feet. I think we got like 14 inches, something. I don't know because if we got 14 inches, wouldn't that be like a foot? Isn't 12 inches a foot? So then I guess we got a foot of snow. No, it had to be less than that. So maybe, oh, I don't know. There is a lot of snow. I don't remember. Hold on. Oh, it's Dustin. Okay, we did get a foot of snow. Yeah, we did. We got a foot of snow. Damn. I know things. And I'm sorry, I'm ear hustling your guys' conversation. I'm just joining this conversation like I know it. Yeah, Dustin was telling me about the ice storm that was happening. We never got that. We didn't get that. Or at least it hasn't come yet. Although I don't know if we're going to get it. Because we rarely ever get stuff like that. Damn. What do I know? I don't know what I know. I know what I know. Okay. Okay. I don't know if anybody's going to my field or not, but I need to do this because I can't. Oh, hold on. I can do it. Okay. What are we freeing the duck for? What exorcisms? Wait a minute. I don't know what's happening. Well, okay. Okay. I want to know what this is about. I've been looking for that. Because this is as far back in chat as I can remember reading. And then you said, I'm going on record. What are we doing? Are you saying dump the Ethiopian Bible? Oh, okay. Blame Canadians. Oh, Henry got here. Henry's here. Oh, he has a baby apparently. What are we taking a poll on? Well, I'll blame Neil because he's been a Canadian representative here in this chat longer than you. So if we do what South Park said and blame Canada, Neil's already getting blamed. Don't feel bad. I mean, she did just get here. She is right about that. Debs is cutthroat, man. Look, she's cutthroat. And that's how we have to be. We are sheep dressed like wolves. We have to be cutthroat or we get ate up. So we should all be like Debs. You know what? That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt, CNA. Or Drunken Wizard, I mean. That's a t-shirt. Be like Debs. Yeah. That's my answer and I'm sticking to it. Well, no, here's the thing that it seemed like would be the best way to do it. Because we are also getting our hands on the Catholic Bible. And these books and this Ethiopian Bible that Miss Muddy and I paid $20 a piece for, uh, they're going to be in that Catholic Bible also. So we might as well read them out of this book that we have. And then when we get the Catholic Bibles, just mark all the books that we've already read, including the Old Testament and the New Testament, and then the ones out of this Ethiopian Bible. We'll just mark them all off in the Catholic Bible so we know which ones to read, which ones are left. I have plans. We know what's happening. Hey, Pam is here. Hi, Pam. I'm so glad you're here. But, Drunken Wizard, uh, what do you think about that plan? To just go ahead and get these out of the way so we can start a new book when we start the Catholic Bible. She went toe to toe with my cousin one day on the whole troll thing, and she amused my soul. We all have a sense of humor. We've good time. No, okay. I'm gonna quit talking for people. But I'm just throwing out suggestions. I'm nobody. No, stop fucking saying that. Stop saying that because that is not true. You are an integral member of uh, the cult of the sheep wolves. I don't know. No, the cult of weirdos. You are a very integral part of the starting of this whole thing. So, your opinions are very valued to me. And that sounded like I was totally into what I was saying. Because I was totally into what I was saying, I would love to know your opinion on it. Because it does matter, because I also think this is shit. But I also know we're going to end up having to read it anyway because we're reading the Catholic Bible. Also, when we're done with this one, we're trying to get our hands on a Catholic Bible as we speak. Whoa, easy. Didn't you want to? Oh, yes. Yes. Because, and he may not have, no. No, he did because he kept asking questions that were very pertinent to the story of Jesus. But then he said he would show up if Neil showed up. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. But we're not gonna hold it against him. His 7 lives can hold them against him. But you know what? We got to read the story of Jesus and we got to laugh and we got to get mad and then we got to get really sad, and then we got to laugh again. So, for as much trauma as that story gives me, it was totally worth it, even if he didn't show up. So, that's all I can say about that because I don't remember. I kind of remember a little bit, but man, that story of Jesus is so hurtful, isn't it? Doesn't it hurt anybody else's feelings? That story makes me feel dead inside. Like that is such a traumatizing story. Like I don't know. I don't know how people can read that story and be like, I feel so good. It's like, no, I feel like taking a shower in barbed wire. Are you kidding me? Take a bath with a razor blade. That story does not make me feel happy in the slightest. Although it does make me laugh, but then I remember that laughing comes at a price, and that price is feeling dead. Man. Oh, duh. I know, Drunken Wizard. I We are done with the reading for today. We read the beginning of the story of Noah, where he built the ark, and then the floods happen, and then God's like, no, no. The people start fucking around and finding out, and God's like, I hate this shit. And then he throws this science project in the bathtub to get an E on his science project at school because he throws it in the bathtub, but he only saves one guy on his little, you know, tugboat ship in the bathtub. But anyway, we were at the beginning of the story of Noah. We're gonna get to where they get off the boat tomorrow. Um, yeah, that was pretty much it. Because this story for this book for uh I I don't even know how to explain this book. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this book. I don't It's a condensed version of every uh well, it's a condensed version of Exodus, and then it's a condensed version of Genesis, and we've only made it to chapter 5. So we're on chapter 6 tomorrow, which will be when they get off the ark and their feet hit the ground for the first time, will be where we pick up tomorrow. Oh, yes, everybody. The CNA Productions is Drunken Wizard. Him and Neil have drinking contests to see who can get the most drunk. But I think it's Chris that wins. And Chris is the fellow called Helilobros, which is flower for Greek or Greek for flower, something like this. This is not a safe place. This is a very offensive place. If you don't know, then you don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever inside joke they're telling over there, I have no idea what it is. Neil passed out. No, he didn't. I bet Chris did, though. He went outside and passed out in the snow. Oh my God. Did Pam leave? Pam probably left because I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But I don't know how to explain this book. I don't, I don't know how to explain this book. But did Neil say goodbye and I missed it? Damn it. Well, goodbye, future Neil. Okay, Neil, good night. I love you. We're going to be getting off here soon, also. Because I got some kind of sherbet in there. It's called tangerine something. It's got candy in it. It's tangerine candy with marmalade in it, but it's sherbet. Say goodbye. My butt cheek. Did Pam really leave? Did Debs leave? Pam and Debs left. We did all that. I did all that trying to remember what happened for no reason. Ah, that's it. I'm just gonna stop trying to explain Das Bible. Well, this isn't even Das Bible. We need to call it Das Shitley. Das Hitshay. Das Hitsay. No, Das Itshay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. Half German, half pig Latin. We'll call it German Latin. German Latin. I don't know. I just made that up. No, do. Oh, who just got kicked? Oh, do I really have to take somebody's wrench? No way. There's no jealousy or infighting over here. Are you kidding me? We don't need to do that. Oh, you kicked yourself, Neil, you butthole. You're doing fine. Well, that might not be good for people just coming in. And I'm the host reading this book that I have no fucking idea what it says. Like, fuck. And, there's not like anything I can do about it. It's not like I can pay more attention. What kind of more attention? No, don't let me even ask that because, yes, I could. I could be taking notes, but I don't. And I know I have brain injuries and memory problems, but I'm relying on myself to remember what happened. What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't even know what's going on, man. Yeah, something like that. And Drunken Wizard, stop calling me a kid. You're the same age as me. Or one of your wives is the same age as me. Something to do with you is the same age as me. So stop calling me a kid. Okay. Say goodbye to a tangerine sky. Say hello to tomorrow. When you say goodbye to a tangerine sky, lose your pain, lose your something in your sorrow. How many is 15 cubic feet? I have no fucking idea, but I know that's how big the flood was. No, I'm sorry. It went 15 cubits above the mountaintop. So, no, we're both Scorpios. Yeah, because we are fucking amazing, man. Yeah. Although I am nothing like a Scorpio, or what they say a Scorpio is. When you think about to a tangerine sky, say hello to tomorrow. Well, it would have to be the earth touch the atmosphere, or the water on the earth. And also, keep in mind, back then, the earth was different. Might have even been bigger. Don't really know that to be true or for sure, but it was very different. So, like, because there is on some of these mountains and shit, um, proof of giant floodwaters, right? That only water got up so amount of high. But remember back then, like the people were no bigger than the pygmies, the tiny people. So everything was probably bigger to them. So it appeared that the water was over the mountains or whatever because they were tiny ass people. And the giants weren't really giants, they were tall people. 340 feet. Are you are you gonna ask me troll questions? Hold on, what are we vouching? What are we vouching for? And we have a Q&A. Yes. The water breached the firmament. Yeah, it came up through the ground, remember? It came up through the ground and from under the sky. Or it came from under the ground and out of the sky. And what's your question? What's your question, drunken wizard? Are you going to ask me why my butt cheek hurts? Because I have no idea why. And I'm just not going to let it go because it is very painful for no reason. Like, so painful, I want to cry. But I ain't going to cry because I'm not giving it the satisfaction of making me cry. Nobody. Question one. How far is your mic? Right here. But it hurts my butt cheek to sit like this. Ah, you're killing me, Smalls. Okay. Question two. Okay. Oh, this is better. I'll just stay like this. Pretty days and nights of the water rising. Okay, I'll do that. But hold on. My question is 40 days and nights of the water rising and 130 for yes, at least that's what he said. He was trying to drown the giants. Well, he was trying to drown everything, like the gods included everything. The Nephilim, the Rephilim, uh, all those kind of things. The Hercules style men, yeah, all of that. But I read in one of these Bibles that things survive. Maybe it might have said things survive or nothing survived, but I'm pretty sure things survived because there would be no other reason for God the second to try to um, get rid of everything God the first if nothing survived. Okay, can you move the backrest closer to the seat? Hold on. Okay, is that fine? Testing bell tones. Okay, hold on. Maybe, okay. Maybe I can do this. Okay. Is this fine? Because I could just do this from now on. Say goodbye to a tendering sky. Say hello to tomorrow. When you say goodbye to the tendering sky. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. What's your question, Neil? I know you got one. Is that what kind of candy do I like? I like the fruity kind of candy. Look, here's what I know. The studio was different. She was closer. Okay, no, no, he was right. He was right. It's because I was in the bar stool. I was on the bar stool. I got this chair for Christmas and I moved everything down because I felt like me on the bar stool kind of threw everything off. No, he's right. It was different. It was. I was on the bar stool and I felt really weird being on the bar stool doing this video because I wanted a chair. And then I had a bigger chair before. Uh I had a way bigger chair. Remember? That's probably about how far I am from the computer is like 3 feet. Yeah. Aw. Well, no wonder his wife hates me. If he's, like, oh, she's so pretty. I come to watch her. I come to watch the stage because she's so pretty. You know what? I'm going to tell you in real life, I am not this pretty. I don't know. Something about the camera makes me beautiful. It's really weird. But I'm telling you, I've got raccoon whiskers right here. I got raccoon whiskers right here. And I have very, very bad skin. I do not look very nice without makeup, and I dress sloppy and dumpy. So I'm, I'm not pretty in real life. Oh, and my teeth are fake. I don't mean to troll you, Muddy. Uh, Fifth commandment, thou shalt not time out faithful. uh, no. I love you guys too. You're my absolute fucking world. Yeah. But where did Pam go? Did Pam leave? We scared Pam away. No, I should say I scared Pam away by ear hustling y'all's conversation. I am not your queen. I am your sage. What does drunken wizard call me? Spiritual advisor. Yeah, that works. And you know what? I should have said that instead of prophet. When people asked me what I was for Halloween, I said prophet. I should have said spiritual advisor. That would have worked way better. But apparently, not very many people go as prophets or as Jesus for Halloween. Well, nobody could be Jesus even if they pretended. But still, there's not none of those kind of costumes. They were like phased out. They're like, no religious costumes. Well, we made our own. Queen. Okay. Well, we'll do that. We'll say Queen Sage. But that'll be my secret name because I have so many titles. I'm the Saint of Awesome. I'm your personal stone sage. I am a pretend prophet. I and now I'm a queen. That's so many titles. That means I'm important. If you have a lot of times, because it's a pagan. Oh, yeah. Oh, why they won't do religious costumes because it's a pagan holiday. So is Christmas. As a matter of fact, Christmas is about unsubscribing children from God's YouTube. It was like an excuse for parents to unsubscribe their own children because they could blame it on Krampus and not go to jail. Like, oh my God, Krampus killed my bad kid. or they would hire somebody to come in their house at night and murk their children, their bad children. 1 night a year. I'm, I've never looked up the origins of Easter, but I do know Jesus rose from the earth on 420. And that should have been Jesus' resurrection day, 420. Or maybe, yeah, no, it would have been 420. But you know what? If tomorrow during the day I'm going to on my Discord uh post my live stream, and I'll post it on my other sites as well, because I want to go on Pilled and watch the iPod documentaries on some communist thing. And I would be happy if you guys joined me for that, because you might like it. But I don't think holy shit, it's already 12:30. Some say it's the star difference. Oh, then it probably is. But I've never seen a documentary on Easter. I've never even, it's never even crossed my mind. But maybe we'll find out about it. But, Drunken Wizard, I don't know how to get a hold of you. So you can watch this documentary also. But if I post it to Neil, maybe Neil can find you and post it to you. An Easter deep dive. Maybe that's what we could do. An Easter deep dive. But I want to um, post this here in chat. Um, this is me on pill.net. Um, you can subscribe to this because this is me, and I'm gonna go over there probably Saturday and watch these iPod documentaries on Saturdays. Oh, and also one of our fellow weirdos, a lurker, she passed away yesterday. She had a heart attack and passed away, which I guess should be a reminder to everyone. Call your parents, call your friends, make sure everybody is okay because shit happens and it's terrible when it happens because it's very unexpected. It was Fred's wife, uh, who is also a lurker, uh, one of the government people that watches my channel because government people fucking love my channel for some reason. Um, but it was his wife, a fellow lurker. She was also paralyzed, way worse than me though. Like way worse than me. I can't say her name, but it was Fred's wife. She passed away. No, I can't say her name. Well, okay, I can't say her name mostly because I don't know it. I just know her as Fred's wife. But yeah, and again, that's a reminder. Just like with my Aunt Mary, I talked to her the day before she decided that she wanted to do drugs instead of come here to Ohio. You gotta call people because you just never fucking know. You just never know. Someone you know. No, no, they're lurkers. Um, they're lurkers. They don't come into chat. And if you've noticed, a lot of people that watch my videos don't chat. And apparently, even on the pill, um, the people don't chat. Some people do, but a lot of people don't. And I don't know how many or how to tell how many people are watching over here. I don't know how to tell. Um, yeah. Uh, oh, looks like one person's watching, and that one no, 18 people. I don't know. I don't know how many it says. Yeah, it might just be my thing that's watching my channel over here. But people did give me drive-by pills, so I think that counts. Pray for this chat. Are we done? Right. I don't know what an e-chat is. Damn. Pray for this chat. Okay. If anybody said anything before that, I can't. Maybe I can read it. Hold on. Say a prayer. Okay. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna be a pink pony girl. All right. So are we done? Is that where we're praying? We're praying for it to be over. Hey, Chris. I was wondering if you had fallen asleep in the snow. Pink pony girl. Okay. I'm a pink pony girl. Man, I need some chapstick. I can't. I can't call you. Because remember, we're trying to go to bed early, even though it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Miss Muddy, you're back. I'm. How do your dogs like the snow? I'm in a pink pony girl. Are we done doing C&A or Q&A, Drunken Wizard? Who else has got a question for me? Yeah, because we were playing Q&A and then just all of a sudden stopped. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. Pink Pony Club. Nah, nah, just for a little while. I'll call you tomorrow, though. I'll call you tomorrow because I want you to go to the foxhole and watch this documentary with me. I want everybody to go in the pill hole and watch, or the foxhole and watch this documentary with me. The Pink Pony Club. I don't. Yes, I do. I know why that song stuck in my head because of Guar. Because Guar is out of control. Because that song's about drag queens dancing at a gay bar. Yeah, it'll be fun. Oh, and Miss Muddy, here in a little while, uh, I gotta go to the post office anyway, so I'll send you that cup. I got the box for it and everything. And it's almost ready to send. Yep. right, good night. Good night, Chris. Good night, Neil. Go give the pillow some head. Put some lipstick on. Put a ring on it. Get it all over your face. And then give your bed linen the best ass ever. Sweet dreams. I love you. Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah, too bad. I wonder if it'll be that perfect when everybody leaves. Man, I did such a good job. Miss Muddy, are you going to bed also? Oh, Debs, are you going to bed too? I didn't even know you were still here. I'm gonna keep dancing at the pink corner club. Okay. All right. Good night. Debs, are you staying or are you going? Should I stay or should I go now?
If I go, it will be trouble. If I stay, it will be double. So you gotta let me know. Should I commit or should I blow? It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day it's fine, the next is black. But if you want me off your back, so come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go?
Wow. Yeah. That was the best song ever. That was God Dorothy by his CD. Man, feels like I'm about to have a seizure. If I go, it will be trouble. One day is fine, the next is black. But if you want me, I'll feel back. So come on and let me know. Should I commit or should I blow? Okay. What does that even mean? No one even knows what that means. Okay. So, is everybody ready for bed? Is everybody ready for bed? Did Drunken Wizard already leave? Why does he always leave and not say goodbye? I feel like he does that on purpose. I feel like he knows that irks my soul, so he just leaves and doesn't say goodbye. And then he doesn't show up for a couple days, and then I forget that he leaves without saying goodbye. But I just remembered just now. I have 7 still watching. Well, I wish that 7 would join the chat. And I think that's the most people I've ever had watch at one time before. But they could come and chat because I am gonna leave soon. You know. But are you staying? Are you staying, Debs, or are you going to bed too? One day it's fine, the next it's black. And if you want me, I'll feel bad. The cats just knocked on the treats. I heard them. Should I commit or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Okay, see, I know nobody is here to watch me sing the same 5 verses to one song. Well, the same one song to, no, the same verses to one song 5 times. Don't dox my Debs. Ah, welcome, Neil. You're supposed to be asleep. But I guess with that much snow, you don't have to go to work, right? Because that would be a mandatory day off if it was here. Neil, why don't you ask me a question? Seeing as you never play this game, that CNA starts and then leaves, and then never finishes the game. So I never know who has a real question or not because nobody ever asks questions but him. But it's supposed to be a Q&A, so more than just him is supposed to ask a question, right? Oh, snow is cleared. Oh. So, hey, baby. Oh, okay. I thought you just went in the living room. Hey, will you turn on that water kettle? Will you turn on the water kettle? Hey, you guys, stop it. Did you turn the water on? Snow is cleared. So why are you up so late? Hi, everybody watching. You can come in the chat and have a Q&A with the sage, the queen sage. That's what Miss Muddy called me, Queen Sage. May I send you a pic on your messenger? Okay. But no, if it's a dick pic, I'm sending it to everybody I know, including my mother. Actually, I'm not going to send it to my mom. I'm just kidding. But I will send it to other people, so please don't be a dick pic. Wink, wink. But here in a second, I'm going to go in here and make another cup of coffee real quick. And if I'm going to leave this right here on here, it says, I will hurt your feelings. I got this shirt for, or this sweater for my birthday. I think for my birthday last year. But it says, I will hurt your feelings. It's perfect. It's perfect for me. But I'm about to go make a cup of coffee. And that couldn't have been your only question, Neil. You've been watching me for so long, and you have no question. Oh, yeah, that's right. My phone shuts itself off, so if you send a picture, I can't see it yet. Not until tomorrow morning. No, but I'll go right on here on my face or on my messenger on my computer. Neil, send a photo. Oh, holy shit, that's a lot of fucking snow. That is a lot of fucking snow. Damn, that is a lot of fucking snow. It's like, fuck that. Fuck that, bitch. Fuck that. I was born with a wing, but I never had a nutsack. That is a lot of fucking snow. It's all good. That is a lot of fucking snow, dude. Okay. Time to go make coffee real quick. Debs, do you have a question? You can type it in and I'll answer it when I get back. Oh, my fucking butt cheek. to my neighbors. I'm just lucky we don't have a sidewalk. Yeah, because we live on a main road, so there's no sidewalk. Well, a main back road, like the trucks and semi trucks and shit use my street, so we don't have a sidewalk. Because it's not big enough. The trucks were out all night last night. They haven't come out again because it quit snowing. So they haven't come out. But again, our road uses semi trucks, so they've probably flattened all the snow. I haven't been outside to look. I don't know. But I gotta go check the mail. So I'm probably gonna have to go outside tomorrow. So do you guys remember when I gave my neurologist my channel name and she said she might show up? I don't think my neurologist watches my live streams anymore. I think she might have watched one time and it was like, oh, dude, I'm way too smart for this shit. It's not even happening. I just thought about that because my neurologist was like, I don't know, first center class, and she might be too smart to watch my channel. Or I don't even want to say not smart enough to watch my channel, but I think she's like, I don't way too well organized to watch my channel or something. I don't want to say not in tune with herself, but maybe one of those people that is like, any religion, I don't want to get into any kind of religion because I'm too smart. You know, one of those people that has to like find their way, not just listen to some insane chick with brain injuries who thinks she can talk to God. You know, she might be too smart for that or something. It takes a very specific kind of person to watch my channel. And I think you guys are really in tune with yourself enough to be this fucked up to watch this crazy shit because you already know a lot about it. So it's not like watching me is going to go over your head. You know what I mean? Like, and I have to think about that when I promote my channel. Like, some people are just not ready. Some people do not have experience enough to handle my channel because they don't know anything about religion. So when they start watching my channel, it becomes too much for them because I am reading the Bible and then talking the exact opposite of what it says. It not only this Bible, but a lot of the Old Testament I do that also. And especially the New Testament. And I think that's when I lose people is when we do the New Testament. And just like with this Ethiopian Bible, I can't go 3 seconds without running my mouth. And I need to learn how to not do that, especially if I want to get new people, right? I should stop being so overboard. But I don't know. But it looks like everybody left. At least it looks like that to me. So that means, oh my God. We're at 3 hours and 14 minutes. Ain't nobody gonna watch this. Although sometimes I find myself watching people's 5 hour live streams, like when they're done. Do you know why I watch your panel, Sage? Mainly because of you. Actually, as a um Debs, that's kind of when I first started doing this 8 years ago, it was not by choice. I was held at God point to make these videos. And I said when I first started making these videos, I said I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it my way. And my way was reading it just how I do, word for word. And when I first started making videos, I did not believe in Jesus. I didn't even think Jesus would be a thing because Jesus being a thing is totally not what God would ever condone somebody worshiping somebody above him. Right? It's like that's not a God thing. But then the more I read in the Old Testament, it's like, oh, some of this stuff is a Jesus thing. Some of this stuff is totally Jesus. So then I started believing in Jesus. And and once I started reading it, it dawned on me that the people who talk shit about the Bible have never read it. And the people who teach the Bible have never read it. And then that's when I started calling myself a pretend prophet. For a couple months, I called myself that. But then Chad and Lori Daybell happened, and Dustin immediately put the kibosh on the pretend prophet thing. He was like, you cannot do that. Those people kill children. You cannot do that. So I quit doing that. And then I started calling uh, myself Nikki K the Great. But that was mostly to piss off my daughter because she got so annoyed with that. So that became my name. And then I picked sage because I think a sage is way better than a prophet. I think a sage is way better than a spiritual advisor, way better than an oracle, way better than a hermit. I thought sage would be the perfect name for especially for what I do. I'm a crazy old woman in a tiny little cave here. You know, my tiny little sage cave. So that's the name I picked for myself. And I want to be as authentic as I can. I don't like the AI. I don't like any of that kind of stuff. And I don't ever want it on my channel. So I would prefer to stay this way and communicate with you guys on ideas for the channel and the ideas that I have so you guys can kind of have a say too so we can run this place appropriately. Neil, I'm so glad you're still here. But why why haven't you guys given me Q&A? Damn it. I When CNA does that, it bothers me so bad because he gets me ready for Q&A and then leaves. So I'm here in answer mode, and nobody needs an answer. Hi everyone, welcome. I can see you watching. Join the chat. Ask anything you want to ask. You can ask me why I wear this wig. You can ask me why I wear this hat. Hold on one second. You can ask me why I wear the same clothes 5 days in a row. I can tell you about that. You can ask me what kind of coffee I drink. You can ask me what kind of coffee I dislike. You can ask me why I choke so much. You can ask me why my butt cheek hurts. You can ask me anything you want, and I will answer. Damn, everyone runs away. Running, running, running. Run towards the chat. That's what I'm going to tell everybody. You're running away, run to the chat. We'll never ask you anything. No, I put you on the spot. Not cool. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, is I'm ready for anything. And you know me, Neil. I talk about all sorts of weird ass shit. I, I, I and I've answered all these questions without prompt all the time. I tell you how terrible I am. I tell you how awesome I am. I I can't keep my fucking mouth shut when it comes to telling people things. So you can ask me whatever you want. And especially because you never asked me questions. Ever. Like, you never asked me anything. And I'm telling you to put me on the spot. Yeah, keep me on my toes. And really, Neil, you, Miss Muddy, Drunken Wizard, from the community you guys come from, you guys treat me very well. Like, very well. And I appreciate that. Here's a question. How's your little critters doing? Oh, they are actually really good. And I found something out and it kind of hurt my feelings. But then Dustin said it was okay. And then he bought some dog food. I realized a couple springs ago, there was a raccoon couple, okay? And they brought a little toddler raccoon. Like a little toddler raccoon that just came out of its little hole or whatever. I'm guessing it was the only one that survived. But anyway, they brought it here and then left it. So, pretty much, I've been taking care of this raccoon that I call Cletus for at least 3 springs. And it comes back here. And apparently, me and Dustin are like its mother and father. So it comes here every night for food. It comes here every night for food because it thinks we're its parents. So we kind of have to feed it. And I was trying to get them off of just being used to getting dog food every night. But because this raccoon thinks we're its parents, we have to feed it. Which is really sad because we're not its parents. We're not its parents. But because raccoons are my spirit animal, apparently, and they came to me and they left me their baby and I was trying not to feed them, but because it thinks we're its parents, we might be obligated to feed it instead of weaning it off of the dog food to go learn how to hunt. But I don't know. But Dustin's still buying dog food for it. So I suppose that we just have to buy dog food for it now. Although I think it is old enough to search for its own food. But maybe not. I don't fucking know. But raccoons are my spirit animal, and I need to feed them. But I gotta start taking videos. I think this spring I'm just gonna start making videos again of the raccoons because there's a lot more than there was before. I started out with 4 of them, and now I got 15 of them, and I'm sure this spring I'm gonna have another 5, and maybe another 5 groundhogs. Which is going to be so interesting. Although I haven't figured out how to feed the groundhogs. I don't know how to feed groundhogs. Okay, now that I give you the long-winded answer, uh, no sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar tonight in my tea. No stand, no sugar to stand beside me. No sugar to run with me. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Okay. I don't know why I started singing that song. Oh, do you guys want to know one of my favorite bands? Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah. But my favorite 70s band is The Guess Who. You know, the band that sings American Woman, Stay Away from Me.
American woman, mama let me be. I don't remember the rest of the words of that song because I don't even like that song. But that band is my favorite 70s band. Even though they're Canadian communists, they're a very good band.
Okay. Okay. Now you're leaving for real, Neil. Okay. Good night. I love you. I know you want me to tell you to give your pillow some head, and you could give it some bald head. You could rub your head all up in it. Ah, it'd be such a good time. You know what, Debs? Are you still here for a while? Well, Neil, go give your pillow some head, put some lipstick on, put a ring on it, get it all over your face. Then give your bed linen the best baby oil booty rub on the planet. Have a postcoital cigarette and have the sweetest dreams on the planet. Yeah, yeah. The Guess Who, that's one of my favorite bands. And it's because they didn't want to be drafted. Because if Canadians were in America at the time, they could be drafted. So they stayed out of America and they wrote that song against the American government. That is my favorite 70s band, The Guess Who. And they are such a good band. Their greatest hit CD, there is not a song on that CD that is not fucking amazing. And also not a communist. No, every song on there is some communist ballad fighting against something. Yeah, that whole band is communist, but they have the best music ever. And also, you know who else was in that band? Bachman Turner Overdrive. Yep. He was the bassist. The guy that sings, taking care of business every day, taking care of business and working overtime. Come on. Yeah. Taking care of business is all right. Taking care of business, working all night. Yeah. That guy was in that band also. Yeah. You know what other song by the Guess Who is so amazing? It's called These Eyes. Yeah. That is such a beautiful song. Yeah. It's a really sad song. It's about a broken heart, I think. But it is a really good song. But you know what they say? Somebody's broken heart is somebody's favorite song. And it's because the struggle is fucking real. And it is good for you. It makes you who you are. These eyes long to hold you. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry, Debs. I didn't mean to kill chat. I didn't mean to kill chat. Don't die because it. Well, I mean, not don't die, but chat don't die because I talk too much. No, I need you to talk with me. Or maybe we could go to bed. But I don't think anybody's coming in to my pill chat, so I'm gonna not even pay attention to it. Yeah, nobody's even watching it but me. Damn, there's a bunch of people live. Well, a couple of people live right now. Dun, 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 dun. But I don't think any of them are gonna come into my chat. Mm, no worry. Yeah, I wish adults had a snow day because then they could hang out. But I know there's people watching. I can see them watching. They could chat. They could ask me questions. You can ask me any kind of question you want. Again, it doesn't even matter. We could just ask me. Ask me what color my underwear are. I'll tell you. They're red checkered underwear. These are the underwear that come in that sexy package, where you get like the sexy outfit and they give you the underwear. Yeah, it's that kind. But I mean, they're not very sexy. Actually, they're like boy shorts or whatever. It's like, I could have just bought these things, and Dustin paid like $30 for this whole thing, and it's like, we could have went to Walmart and bought it for $15. The same thing. It was crazy. These eyes, these arms. long to hold you again. Man, I'm telling you, if you listen to the Guess Who, their greatest hit CD, there is not one bad song on that CD. It's all yellow with red writing. If you look it up on YouTube, it's the CD with the red writing. It's all yellow with red writing. It is such a good band. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. The Guess Who. Yep, I think it's this one. It's this one. Look, and it picked up right where I left off too. Because I listen to this band a lot. I'll put it over here too, just in case. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So, all right. Debs, I'm going to go ahead and get off here because we're almost 4 hours and I think Dustin's waiting for me to go to bed, which he usually never waits for me, but I think he's waiting for me to go to bed, which is kind of romantic now that I think about it. It is really romantic, and he's really romantic. But, they say if you don't go to bed with your partner, even if you're mad, you're not going to stay together very long. So, I guess it's a good thing that he waits for me to go to bed because then, you know, we always have that. I mean, I'm right about that, right, Debs? I mean, I don't know for sure. I've never had a serious boyfriend other than Dustin since I was 18. I've been with Dustin since I was 18. Although I spent a couple years by myself, well, 24 to 32, 31, I think. 24 to 31 I spent in Philadelphia and in prison. But Dustin's the only real boyfriend I've had since I was 18. So I guess I don't know if sleeping with your partner keeps you together or not. But I suppose it does, right? I don't know. I had to think about that, but I don't think so. Anyway, or no, I do think so. I do think so. So, anyway, now It's time to give your pillow some head. Put some lipstick on. Put a ring on it. Get all over your face. And then give your bed linen the best baby oil booty rub on the planet. And then have the sweetest dreams ever. I love you so much. Good night. Wait, hold on. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I know what the fuck is happening. Damn. I didn't mean for it to be that loud. It's always so fucking loud for no reason. Oh, wait 1 second. I can't. I can't read what that says. Nighty night. Okay, good night. I love you.